Today, we are going to discuss about Teacherpreneurs. Who are Teacherpreneurs? Teacherpreneurs are classroom experts who regularly teach students but also have time, space and reward to execute and implement their own ideas, just like an entrepreneur. A teacherpreneur uses their product to fill in the teaching voids, regularly sharing and incentivizing with the help of technology. Teacherpreneurs merges the image of an innovative classroom teacher to that of a risk-taking and entrepreneurial leadership that is usually associated with a person who carves a place for himself in a professional world. What are the different skills possessed by teacherpreneurs? Teacherpreneurs are persistent, innovative, passionate, and resourceful. Being a teacherpreneur is a dynamic give and take for teachers who want to give out and help to the other teachers and at the same time bring a wider understanding of the subject to the students. How you can become a teacherpreneur? For becoming a teacherpreneur, think about what you love the best about teaching. Is it about writing a lesson plan? Is it about creating a new curriculum? Or is it about preparing your students for a standardized test? Once you have narrowed down on what you love doing and what you are excellent in, here are a few steps that you have to follow. Join a freelance site like flexiwork.com and take up jobs that suits your skill. Take online sessions for anyone, maybe adult learners or homeschool students or Chinese students. Next, when you rewrite your curriculum, consider it as a great opportunity to create a content that you can sell online. And finally, if you are very good in a particular part of instruction, be a consultant in that. So the journey from a teacher to a teacherpreneur, it is more about having the courage to do and the willingness to learn something new. That is about teacherpreneurship. Today, we are going to discuss about one of the most discussed business strategy acronym, VUCA. VUCA stands for volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity. VUCA was first introduced by US Army Military College to depict the four distinct types of challenges faced by people or the world, which demands four distinct types of responses. Volatility refers to the speed of change, whether in an industry or market or the world in general. It depicts the fluctuation in demand, turbulence, and the short span of markets. The more volatile the world is, the faster the change happens. Uncertainty refers to our ability to predict the future. It can be attributed to the inability of the people to know what is happening around. The more uncertain the world is, the tougher it will be to predict the future. Complexity refers to the number of factors we have to take into account, their variety and their interconnections. More the factors, greater the variety, more the interconnections, and more the complexity. The complexity increases, it is very tough to analyze. And finally, ambiguity refers to the lack of clarity about how to interpret something. Something is ambiguous. For example, if the information is incomplete, contradicting, or too inaccurate to draw inference. The more ambiguous the world is, the tougher it is to interpret something. Why is VUCA important? Industrial experts are telling that VUCA, volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity, are going to be the new normal. If your industry is facing a similar environment, it is a time for you to reconsider how you and your business operate. How to manage the VUCA world? The key to survive in the VUCA world is to break down VUCA into its components. Identify the volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous situations. And each situation is unique, it has its own causes and resolutions. And each situation demands a particular strategy which has to be considered one at a time. That is all about VUCA. If you would like to know more about VUCA, its importance and its impact in the new world, join us for one of our basic training programs on gamification for learning and development. There you will come across many more such interesting theories. If not, please subscribe this channel and you will get a lot of advanced updates on VUCA world. That's all about VUCA world. Today, we are going to discuss about immersive learning. What is immersive learning? Immersive learning is a learning technique that happens in a simulated or artificial environment. In this kind of learning, the learner gets so engaged and immersed in the learning so that he or she feels like she is in an actual learning environment. What are the benefits of immersive learning? The first benefit of immersive learning is a distraction-free environment. How difficult is to keep our concentrations intact when we always have our beloved smartphone with us? Immersive learning helps us to get immersed in the learning so much that we are taken to a beautiful new virtual world. The second benefit of immersive learning is focused immersion. Starting a chapter is easy, but finishing is not. That's why experts nowadays suggest immersive learning since it promotes focused immersion. When you are so engrossed in an activity, there is no room for leaving things in between. The third benefit is the personalized learning approach. Immersive learning provides a personalized learning approach since it is a learner-centric model. It helps the learner to learn at his own pace, and the immersive learning system provides opportunity for guided rehearsal, and that will help him perform better in the virtual setting. How to use immersive learning in our classrooms? There are different techniques available to use immersive learning. The first one is virtual reality. Virtual reality is a technique to use digital simulations to recreate real life setting. By wearing a headset, you can get immersed and reach out to any part of the world, practically impossible, inaccessible parts of the world at your own leisure. Next is augmented reality. Augmented reality or AR augments the real situation to create digital simulations that will enhance our experience. In short, AR adds digital components to improve the experience of the users. Finally, we have 3D learning experience. 3D learning experience provides in-depth learning experience and 3D simulations that will help the users have an immersive learning experience. So these are the different ways in which we can implement immersive learning in our classrooms. That is about immersive learning. Today, we are going to discuss about product cannibalization. What is product cannibalization? Product cannibalization in marketing terminology refers to the reduction in sales volume, sales revenue, or market share of a particular product as a result of the introduction of a new product by the same producer. Competitive firms acknowledge the relevance of cannibalizing its own products rather than giving away the competition to the competitor, who will be happy to accept the challenge. Examples of cannibalization. The willingness to cannibalize its own product was the trademark of Apple computers under the leadership of Steve Jobs. When the demand for iPod mini was huge, they introduced Nano, which ate away the market revenue of the existing product. Later, when iPod sales was going off the roof, they introduced iPhone, which integrated cell phone, iPod and internet into one device. Later, they introduced iPad, which was a big threat to Mac computers. But through this initiative, they regularly challenged the existing status quo. That is why Steve Jobs famously said, "If you don't cannibalize yourself, someone else will." Why cannibalization is important? Edward Denning, the father of quality movement in 1950, said, "If you can't measure something, you can't manage it." In alignment with what he said, 3M had the 30% philosophy. That means 30% of all revenue should come from a new product introduced in the past 4 years. So in today's crowded marketplace, cannibalization is not a luxury, it's a necessity. That is about cannibalization. Today, we are going to discuss about Amazon Ignite. What is Amazon Ignite? If we ask teachers what they want the most, unanimously, most of them will have a good chance of answering more time. A recent study found that an average teacher spends 7 hours a week searching in the net to keep their classes afresh and to differentiate their content to cater to the needs of the different learners in their classroom. To help teachers and parents find high quality educational resources, Amazon has recently launched a new storefront exclusively for digital educational resources and a publishing portal called Amazon Ignite, where teachers can create and sell high quality educational resources. How Amazon Ignite works. Now, an elementary teacher from California can search for and purchase an engaging set of worksheets related to her subject, which is developed by an educator from Pennsylvania. Or a parent from Florida can identify a set of maths tests that will help his third grader master fractions at the same Amazon.com, where they find out options or solutions for their household and personal needs. How it benefits. Now an educator can sell the content he has created. It can be a lesson plan, games or activities that he has developed for his own classrooms in a global platform. When you upload the content, it goes through a thorough review process before it is available for the customers to purchase. Amazon states that the educators will get 70% royalty for all the sales, which is phenomenal. So Amazon Ignite is an educator's paradise. This is about Amazon Ignite. Today we are going to discuss about SlideShare. What is SlideShare? SlideShare is an American hosting service for professional content such as PowerPoint, infographics, etc. Users can upload privately or publicly these content and it can be viewed by anybody across the globe. Launched in 2006, it is considered synonymous to YouTube but for PowerPoint. SlideShare was acquired by LinkedIn in 2012. It has more than 80 million visitors monthly and has 38 million registered users. What are the different benefits of SlideShare? SlideShare will help you to share your documents with the world. Anybody from any part of the world can access the document. Second, people can view your document without the need for downloading it. Again, it is device friendly. That means you can view slides even in your mobile phones. And finally, it gives a unique platform to expose your ideas, thoughts, and creativity. That means, in short, you are bringing the entire world in front of you. That is the promise that SlideShare presents in front of us. How to get the best out of SlideShare? SlideShare users expect high quality content. And if you can provide high quality content, obviously you will be rewarded with likes and shares. Like any other content, SlideShare demands keywords that will help you go up the search rankings. Finally, like any other content, you have to focus on the quality information that you provide to the readers, like statistics, tables, and facts and figures. In short, SlideShare is a very good platform for educators to excel. But for that, you need to create high quality content and should have a very good content creation strategy in place. That is about SlideShare.